Well, hello, folks. I just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron, where everything's better in cast iron. And I've got something for you today I've been wanting to share with you. I've actually got some new pieces of equipment. I got a 13-inch round. It's actually a Pioneer Woman. Teresa picked that up the other day, so we're going to get that and get it seasoned and going. Also got this little bread pan here. Got this for a Christmas present. My son's adopted mother actually sent this to me. Good friend of ours. We appreciate that. And this is actually a Camp Chef bread pan. So we're going to get that seasoned and ready to go. But another one that I wanted to share with you is a corn stick pan. And this was actually my grandmother's. This is a Griswold number 273 Griswold. And so we want to get this thing cleaned up. And I didn't even know for sure that my grandmother even had that. I used to stop in and visit with her out in Phoenix, Arizona. She lived by herself till she was 94 years old. She lived to be 96 and a half years old. But I don't ever remember grandmother having this. But my sister called me one day and she said, "Did you know that she had this pan?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, I want to give it to you because I used to always stop in and stay with grandma and visit with her and everything." So this one is really, not that any of these other ones are any less important, but this one is really special to me because, you know, it's just unbelievable. Griswold. So we're going to do what we're going to do now. I want to actually, I've seasoned these. I've cooked some bacon in this one and we've kind of got them cleaned up. But, you know, have you ever had a pan that was a little bit sticky? Sometimes you may have a pan that just feels sticky to you. The reason why they're sticky is because it's excess oil. There's excess, too much seasoning on there. And there's only one way to cure that. And the easiest way that I've found is basically to bake that oil off in your oven. Now, there's many trains of thought on that, on what to do. Some people say crank it up on, put your oven on clean and around 500 degrees or whatever. I don't do that. Anywhere from 350 to 450 degrees will suffice to, you know, take the excess sticky or rancid smelling oil off of your cast iron. I've found personally myself around 450 degrees works the best for cast iron. And what you want to do now, you want to preheat your oven up, which we have, and we have a pan laid down in the base of the oven to catch any excess oil that will heat up off of this, because like I said, this has got a little bit of oil in it. But what you want to do, you want to take and flip these utensils upside down and just place them in the oven and then set your oven for about 1 hour and let it cook or let it heat up at 450 degrees for 1 hour. And what that'll do, that will heat that oil up, help it to polymerize against the cast iron and make a sheen, or a patina we call it. It gets shiny actually over time. But what it'll do, it'll eliminate that rancid smell. If you have a pan that stinks and smells of excess oil, that's what causes it to stink. It's old oil. And the only way to get rid of that is to heat it up and burn it off. And so we wanted to share that with you today. I've got these 3 pieces here that are dear to my heart. And so we're going to get it in the oven and let it go for an hour. And we'll come back here in about an hour. Actually a little longer than an hour, because what you want to do, you want to let it heat up for 1 hour at 450 degrees and then shut your oven off and let it naturally cool down all the way down till it's where you can touch it by hand. So in about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, we'll be back and we'll show you what these pieces look like. Well, all right, it's been about 2.5 hours, so I'm going to pull this out. And yeah, they're cool to the touch. So there's the corn stick pan that was my grandmother's. I don't even know how old this thing is or how long she had it, but anyway, that looks pretty good. Here's the bread pan, and that's looking real good. And here's the other Pioneer Woman skillet, and that's looking pretty good too. And it's got a couple spots here yet, but you know, it's looking real good. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys because you can fix a sticky cast iron pan, and if they go to smelling or something like that, like I said, there's really only one way to cure that, and that is to bake it off in the oven. And so we wanted to share this with you. I got these great pieces here that were given to me, a couple for Christmas. One was my grandmother's, and I just thought I'd share with you because it is a common issue to have a sticky cast iron pan. Sometimes it's just over seasoning is all it is. And, you know, so anyway, you can fix it. And we appreciate it. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. We got some other videos popping up around us here. If you're not yet subscribed to our channel, we ask that you do so. And we'll be coming back to you again soon. You guys have a great day. It's Mike over here at Mr. Cast Iron.